Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make my helicopter. Now as you can see right here, maybe a little laggy, but as you can see right here, my helicopter can hover, move up and up right here and down. It's just probably kind of laggy here, so it's not very easy to show very well. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to make my helicopter. Now it's not the easiest to control, but it's impossible to make a helicopter in Plane Crazy and not have it be easy to control without making it realistic. So now I'm going to go ahead and start right here. I will be taking a look at my helicopter just to make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So what we're going to do right here is start off with the rails. Now here are the rails. So that's 4 wedge beams for the rails. And then as you can see right here, it comes up and connects, so that's right here. So you see right here, you count 1, 2, 3, and then after those, at the 4th place right here, you can see at the end of this wedge beam, you put that wedge there. Same here. 1, 2, 3, and then right here, you put it. So then we can press Y 2 times to get it like this. Press Y another 2 times, and we can repeat this pattern by pressing the Y key on your keyboard if you're on a computer. There we go. Then what we do right here is we place a block here and 2 other blocks here. Okay, now we put the 3 blocks right here, and then 4, 5. The same right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we go back to wedges, and we go right here, place a wedge here, place a wedge here. Press the Y key 2 times, this and that. Y key 2 times, this and that, and we keep going on until it shows like this, with 1 block away from the ground. Now we can go to wedge beam, put that here, then we go here, that and that. So as you can see right here, we have this now, and we have the frame of our helicopter. So now what are we going to do? We're going to connect it. So get beam 1 by 7 and place the beam right here. And blocks right here. Now our frame is completely connected. What are we going to do now? We're going to go ahead and make the front. As you can see right here, I went off of a point right here. So we can add wedges. We put a wedge here, same right here. And now as you can see right here, we have our point. Now we can go ahead to materials and get glass material. Then we go to wedges, get wedge 1 by 3. Put 1 here, and 1 here. one here, and one here. As you can see right here, it's gonna make a nice steady one right here. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So now, what are we gonna do after that? We're gonna go to main pilot seat. Okay, so I'm gonna have to extract my main pilot seat from here. And here, there. So now we have a main pilot seat, and I'm going to go ahead and place it right in this little slot right here. Now, since we already went to glass material, we go back to default, and just for a little bit darker of a blue to get a good shade, 085 225, the same there. So now we just color that in. There we go. Now we have our windshield, our cockpit, or whatever it's called. I don't necessarily care right now, I'm building. Anyways, put a beam 1x7s here. Then we has to be on the exact edge right here. As you can see, all the way to the edge. And right here you can see the helicopter uses some interesting mechanics I'm going to show you. So anyways, we make sure the inside of the helicopter is as hollow as possible. So now we have basically some kind of border and a hollow helicopter. Go to blocks, beam 1x7, put one here, and here. Then we go to blocks and we fill that in. Now, as you can see right here, we have most of our body of the helicopter right here looking good. Now what are we going to do? We're going to go to wedges, and we're going to put 1, 2 here, and then 1, 2 here. We leave a slot here for the cylinders coming in to make the tail. 1, 2 with those wedges, 1, 2. So now we have most of our shape. And as you can see right here, I used 13 cylinders. So we go here, make sure we leave a space right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now we have our rod right here. So what we're gonna do right here is add, I know I have a couple of helium blocks that I added, I just needed to see those. So after we're done with that, we go to blocks, get a block right here. Then we go to delta wings, delta wing 1x2 right here. And then we put one more like this. So as you can see right here, it's like that. Then we put it as a way, so it's like this, as you can see right here. And then we're gonna go to helium blocks and put 2 helium blocks right here. Now we go to propellers and get the regular propeller engine with 3 blades. And we put that right here. So now the reason for these propellers is to help the helicopter steer. Right here we're going to do D, A and D right here for the left propeller. Then we go right here, and then we switch this to D and A. Well, what does that basically mean? That means when we press A, the helicopters go to the left. when we press D, the helicopters go to the right, and it makes sense. So now that we have this, we have the tail of the helicopter. We go here to the tail, and we go to wing panels. Get wing panel 1 by 2 right here and right here. Then we go to delta wings and get delta wing 1 by 2 right here and right here. Now, as you can see right here, we're done with most of the helicopter. We keep going, and right here we put delta wing here, delta wing here, then wing panels, wing panel 1 by 2 here, and one more here. So now I'm gonna be making the motor right here. The blades that spin and everything, it's gonna be continuously moving. It's not like one of those things where, you know, we use these propeller blades and we can't like have the motors go up too much. We have to like just tap it. No, this time the blades are going to be spinning all the time, and you can go up or down while the blades are spinning, which is going to be very cool. So now it was 1, 2, 3 blocks away from here. So we go right here and 1, 2, 3, there. That's where we put it. And then we take a block, put it right here. Go back to motors, put one right here. Go back to blocks, put one right here. And then we go to wedges and get the pyramid wedge, put it straight on top. Now, right now I'm just going to show you how to build it and anything, and I'll show you why I'm doing this after. So we put motor here, 1 motor, 2 motor here, we put these here, and we put this here, and it's just like okay, so we got motors all over the place. Must be complicated, but it's not actually very complicated. So now we go, and I'm gonna highlight the motors I want to use in each one of these. Red motors, then right here we have blue motors. Oops. Okay, so now that's gonna help you with visually. So now see the red motors? The red motor on top, we're gonna put that Q, E. And we're gonna put that right here at 40 speed and 400 max torque. Then we go to the bottom red motor. We put that at E, Q. We put the speed at 20 and the max torque at 200. And we put toggle on each one of them. So that now you just have to press E and it's going to spin. You press Q, it's going to spin the other way, but it's going to keep spinning. Okay, so now for the blue motors. The set of blue motors on top, we're going to put that W and S. And I'll show you why. Just we Control C, Control V, Control V, and Control V. So all the blue motors on top will be W and S for control, nothing else. Now this time all the blue motors at the bottom will be S and then W. So Control C, Control V, Control V, and finally Control V. So now all the blue motors at the bottom will be SW. So now what do we do now? Well, we go ahead to wing panels, get the biggest one, wing panel 1 by 4. And then we put 2 of them. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, right here, 2, 1, 2, and you'll be like, what is this? How is the helicopter moving if the panels are not even angled? How is that gonna work? Well, once I'm done with these blades right here, I'm gonna show you exactly how they work, and it's gonna be a very interesting mechanism. Now here's how it works. I'm gonna show you in just a minute. So now let's show you. It appears I have deleted the first set of motors. Anyways, look at these set of propellers. When I press W, what's happening here? They're angling. And if the propellers will spin constantly, and I angle them upwards. Oh, okay. So first, to spin the propellers, you press Q. Make sure you press the Q one. So now the propellers are, this one has a mind of its own. So now these propellers right here are gonna be spinning constantly, and you don't want to change that. Now we can steer right here and check this. When we press W, oh my gosh, it lifts up. Isn't that amazing? But you're gonna have to tap on W, because the way I made it right here is that it's gonna straighten out in a bit. So when we press W, as you can see right here, it angles the propellers like this, and they're gonna keep spinning so the helicopter can move up. When we press S, the opposite movement occurs and the helicopter is forced to the ground. What's interesting about helicopters is a helicopter is basically a plane, but it's a VTOL. It can vertically take off and land. Now, what's the concept of helicopters? Well, a helicopter literally is just basically a plane. So you can see there are panels right here literally for the helicopter. You can see there are propellers to move it side to side, but all the helicopter is doing to go up or down is literally taking plane wings right here. A plane wing is angled for this reason. When it hits the air, some air goes over, some air goes under, and it creates lift. So now what a helicopter is doing is basically just taking airplane wings and spinning them around. So now, of course, what I said before, it generates lift. So the helicopter goes up. Helicopter is basically an airplane, but specially different, because instead of using normal wings and the whole thing has to go forward, you can easily just take airplane wings and spin them around to generate lift. So now, as you can see right here, we press W and tap on it. Tap W and it will put this up. And if we go ahead and tap on S, it will put the whole helicopter down. So right here I pressed Q, and now all the propellers are spinning. W will raise the helicopter up, but you have to keep tapping on it. S will anchor the helicopter down, but you have to keep tapping on it if you want it all the way. A spins the helicopter left, D spins the helicopter right. So now right here you can just tap on W, and if it gets, you have to be quite careful with it, or else it's gonna lose control like I showed you right here. You have to be very careful with it and not to make many sudden movements. Now, I'm making sudden movements right here, but what's the hold up with this thing? Well, that's because I soon realized, how in the world is this helicopter gonna move forward? As you can see right here, I have a couple engines here. So we go to rocket engine, super rocket engine, put one here. And then we go to jet engines, get a regular jet engine, put it right here. So now, as you can see right here, we'll put this at T and this at G. So basically GT. Same here. G, T, G. So that's GT. Same thing is right here, by the way. And then this jet engine's gonna slip off. So we just go to half blocks right here and get half beam. And place that right here. So now what I've created a helicopter now, it will go up and down. And now as you can see right here, I'm tapping W. It's much more balanced and looks great. Now I'm pressing gas, it can go down. But now when I press when I press T, as you can see right here, it starts to put the engines and they're running now. So now when I lightly press W, the whole helicopter will move forward. Then I can press A right here, then D, and the whole thing will go. Just since this is a powerful amount, make sure you don't press T all the way, because then the whole helicopter will move too fast and spin out of control. So maybe just like tap G and not put it too much. But as you can see right here, I'm flying the helicopter no problem, and it's going great. And in the entire time I was showing you helicopters like this, the entire thing, all the propellers were spinning all the way. That is how you make an accurate helicopter. The propellers are